Well, hello, dear friends on YouTube. Today is the 5th of October 2021, and it's just a gorgeous day outside. Temperatures are nice. It's in the 70s, so that's the low 20s in the Celsius scale, and it's just blue sky, and it's Tuesday morning, but what can I say? It's time to take the iron out for a spin.
I decided to take the motorcycle out for a little spin. Perhaps go out to Bottomless Lakes and down to Lake Van. Just take a nice little ride, because it's simply fantastic weather. It's not too hot. It's in the 70s, so it's like a perfect day for driving. So let's get going. The weather is just so fantastic today. Couldn't be any better for riding the motorcycle. So I think I'll just take a nice cruise around here. I just had a talk with my mom back in Denmark. She's 91 years old, and she had some problems with blood circulation in her legs, so she was in a lot of pain. But they gave her balloon surgery in both legs, and she was telling the surgeons and the people at the hospital that her goal was to be able to drive her car again and go back and work in the thrift store that she used to work in as a volunteer. So today she had been back again. She had driven her car out, and she's been working in the thrift store together with her old friends, so she was really happy. That made me feel extremely well as well. And then on top of that, my sister had been to visit her here this weekend, and she had taught her to use an iPhone, which she has never done before. When my dad lived, he was always the one handling the computer when we had to Skype and so on. Now she had to learn that after he passed away. Now she learned to use an iPhone. So today I could actually talk to her over FaceTime. She actually called me up on FaceTime when she came back from the thrift store. So I think that was awesome. That's quite an achievement when you are 91 years old to start using an iPhone. There's a lot of stuff we take for granted, that when you're up in age like that, it's complicated. And sometimes I think also a bit scary, but she did well. So we talked, and I could see her picture on the phone and everything, so that worked out perfectly well. It's a good thing we have this technology now, especially here where we have the COVID. You know, I haven't been able to travel back to Denmark for years now, and if we didn't have FaceTime and Skype and all that, I almost don't know what we would have done without it. Now I just hope it will be possible to travel back to Europe for Christmas, that we will be able to do that. So far it's not open for travel from the United States into Europe. So I hope things change before then, so we have the option to travel back there. We have our son and daughter-in-law and their 3 children coming up from Nairobi in Kenya. They come to Denmark as well this Christmas. So it would be super nice to go there and meet with all of the family. It's a beautiful landscape here, heading east out of Roswell. So if we go here to the left of here, it would be up towards the Bitter Lake, and this big area where they have all the birds coming in. Might drive up there tomorrow. I'm curious to see if the geese have arrived. They will make their stop there to eat before they continue south down into Mexico. When my Harley here is, I think it's just over 626 miles now. So we're getting close to the first service. But what a pleasure it's been. I really enjoy that machine. I clearly feel it's a heavier machine than the Kawasaki's I was used to drive, and it has a very low center of gravity, so even like when it's really windy, it's very stable on the road. We had a ride down to Artesia here a few weekends ago, and it was really out through the prairie, and it was very windy there, but we were cruising 70, 75 down the freeway with no problems. So it's an amazing machine. But it is actually more pleasant just to cruise around with 50, 55, 60. That's kind of what I like to do. But if you need to, you can go on the freeway and you can also get it up in speed, and it's fine with that. Yeah, I can say I couldn't really be much more pleased with a motorcycle than this here. For me, it just feels right. I know it's all personal preference, and some people like the bagger style, bigger motorcycles there, but I really like this one here. It's like a to-the-bone motorcycle, where it's really the riding pleasure that comes in front. It's comfortable, it's just nice. But what is better than taking a cruise like this when you have the option? I never get tired of this kind of landscape here, and these long roads you drive here in New Mexico. I simply love that. To me, that's the heart of America when you see stuff like this. I like driving the mountains. That's perhaps my favorite. All the small windy roads, but I just have to say I love this kind of riding here as well, where you just cruise down the road, just enjoy seeing everything. It's fantastic. Feel the wind on a day like this where the temperatures are perfect. This is life. It doesn't get any better. It just makes you happy all the way in. The camber. I think it's somewhere out here. I have to turn right. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's fun how when you look at motorcycles, you can look at all the spec sheets, and you can sure find more powerful machines than this one here, and you can find faster machines and all that. But it's just one of those, you need to try it. just like when you get on it, it's like, yep, everything feels right. That's how you want a motorcycle to feel, at least I do. You really have the feeling of riding a motorcycle, and you feel everything, the wind, and the motorcycle just rides so nice, so perfect. It's like everything is just like you want it to be. Then it doesn't get any better. Here comes the entrance to Bottomless Lakes State Park. But I think this time I will try, instead of going in there, I'll try to go straight here. I think that road will also take us to the road that goes down to Lake Van. And there's this nice viewpoint from up here where you can stop. Look at the nature there. Isn't that just pretty? I put some filters on the lens of the camera. It's like the polarized sunglasses. And that should give some deeper colors. So the sky becomes more blue, than else it can be like white, pale. All the colors should just be more saturated that way. So that was a not very expensive thing, but can be a huge improvement to the video. So I hope that will come out here on this video. And here, when the weekend comes, we are going to install some upgrades on Nicole's Can-Am Ryker. She bought a saddlebag, so we need to mount a rack to mount it on the side. And then we bought that fixture that goes over the rear fender, where you can either mount another saddlebag on top of the rear fender, or you can have a second passenger seat on it, so that two persons can ride on it. So this weekend the plan is to try to install it. We have received it, so it's sitting in boxes in our garage. I really don't know, I haven't explored how much it takes to install it, but I couldn't imagine it would be too difficult. And I think I'll try to make a video out of that as well and post it on YouTube, because there might be other people doing the same that would like to see how it's done. And this week I finished the whole series about how to install a full tow package on a tow vehicle. So I did it on our Fiat 500, and this weekend we took it on a trip. The trip went up to Los Alamos. We actually stayed over in Santa Fe, and then we took the car up to Los Alamos, but we were pulling the car all the way up there. It all went fantastic. It went smooth, just as it was supposed to. So that was great. So there is a series out of 4 episodes that you can watch if you're interested. Just go into 6 Wheels Down and you can see all the videos on the channel. I never get enough of this view here. Just look at it. There's some mountains out in the background there. I wonder what that is. It was fun when we were up in Los Alamos. It's up in the mountains. We were actually in the Sangre de Cristo mountain range that goes all the way up north into Colorado. So we used to camp a lot up at Lake DeWeese in Colorado, and from there we could sit and look over at the mountaintops of Sangre de Cristo. So that's the same mountain range going down here into New Mexico. So that was a bit fun. Seems to be a little farm or something down there, or a house out in the middle of nowhere. You just can't beat this. There are not so many people at the campground, so we should be able to book a stay down there. I think now when temperatures have cooled down here in the fall, we will go and do some camping, see if we can get a camp spot in the first row here near to the lake. That would be nice, and we could have the patio down and sit out there in the evening and just enjoy the view over the lake. Take the kayaks out and just enjoy the weekend. So I think that will be coming up here one of the next few weekends to do that. See, normally we drive down through this flat area, past the campground, and come over to this road we can see up there. And that is the road I need to hit to get down to Lake Van. And I actually think I can continue this way around and catch the same road over there. So that's what I will try to do today. But just enjoy this view here. That's fantastic. And the motorcycle is doing fine. Couldn't be any more happy with it. Simply a fantastic machine. Rides perfect. It's a little bit dirty. We've been using it a lot. We went to the motorcycle rally up in Ruidoso, up in the mountains. That was quite fun. So we have a video from that ride up there as well. But let's try to see if we can catch that road over there. I think it's possible. Yeah, I just wanted to stop here because here we have a nice view. We're up quite high here. So we are heading down towards this area. That's where Dexter is, and then the Lake Van is somewhere out there. And then we'll be riding out on the highway or one of the back roads all the way back up here, up to Roswell, that you can see way out in the horizon there. That's Roswell. Oh, there's some nice cactus here. I'll just go and show you those. To make sure there are no rattlesnakes walking here. I try to look at the vegetation here. See these cactus sitting. Have some big thorns. Wow, they're sharp. It's kind of fun. They're just out in the nature here. That's so different from Denmark, where I come from. We have nothing like that out in the nature. They're quite pretty. Those there, I think you can eat. You can actually take the thorns off and chop them up in a salad. And you can also cook them. I don't know the name of these cactus, but I've seen them at the grocery store. But see how they're sitting here? It's full of cactus all over in this area. See how they're sitting out there? Just see, full of them on the ground. They are sharp. I actually poked my finger on one. It's bleeding a bit. They're longer than I thought, these thorns. I think we are approaching Dexter here. And that's where this Lake Van is. so nice today, so I think I'll just cruise all the way around the lake. That'll be nice. Here comes Lake Man. What a nice neighborhood here. I think I'll just go down and sit here by the water a bit. Go down to the pier and just enjoy the lake. I think I'll park over here in the shade. Go down to the pier. There's no swimming in this lake at any time. Sit in the shade. People over on the other side, looks like they're fishing. Yeah, that sure is a pretty place here. Nice place to just go and relax. You'll have to try that for a weekend and stay over at the campground there. Here we can also bring the kayaks out, go paddling around. There's a lot of small areas here around Roswell that are really nice. There we have the iron. Better get it plugged in so we have power. I think I'll just take the ride around the lake here because it's simply so pretty. Fishing over there. Doesn't look like he's caught anything yet. Sitting there enjoying the day. How nice is that? And here we can see where we were sitting over by the trees over there. houses here right by the lake, they sure have a nice view.
Hope you like this trip here as well. I actually have more recording, but the last 4 files on the SD card wouldn't read for some reason, so it gave me an SD card error, so it had to be formatted completely. But there was still some good footage from just a joyride around Roswell, New Mexico. A wonderful day. So I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like and the subscribe button so you can see nice videos, more nice videos coming out here from Six Wheels Down. Thank you for joining me.